Giants pick it up and the pass into the turf, looking for Hagan. Well, I think coming into this game, Troy, you look at the stats, and a lot of people can throw out the stats, but you look at this Eagles team, the offense, the #1 offense in the NFL. The questions are about this defense, and they suffered 2 big injuries last week. They lost Nate Allen here this afternoon to a knee injury, and now they're on the field with the Giants trying to get into field goal range to win it.
Well, this is a defense at one time that would thrive in these situations.
Manning over the middle for Boss, nearly picked off by Michael. And Quentin Michael, who had his 3rd of the year, almost rolled away with a big takeaway.
Boy, he sure did, and they're trying to beat that coverage down the middle with Kevin Boss again, and that gets a little bit dicey for a quarterback when you're fitting it in with a safety who's staring you down. Quentin Michael, who, as you said, had the interception earlier in the game, a great reception for that interception, just unable to make the play on that ball.
So it's an Eagles defense that leads the NFL with 23 interceptions. 3rd and 10. And now Eli Manning will take a sack. The clock will continue to wind, which is good news for the Giants, because the Eagles are out of timeouts, but they will get it back before the end of regulation.
Just great pressure there by Philadelphia defensively, and you're right, they're able to let the clock run, but the Eagles are going to get the ball with a little bit of time on his clock. If they're able to get a good return here, Deshaun Jackson back to receive it.
Well, for the Giants, Troy, the sack is actually better than an incompletion.
No question.
And now Deshaun Jackson, as you say, is back. And there will be 12 seconds when the ball is snapped into the hands of Matt Dodge. No timeouts remaining for Philadelphia. And Matt Dodge has not been, well, it's not been a given. The Giants just call a timeout, so they have 2 left, but that's immaterial at this point. Dodge has had 1 block, and he's fumbled his snap. He has worked harder on trying to receive the snap from Zach Diassi, and that group will have to pull this one off.
And I don't think Tom Coughlin's real comfortable asking Matt Dodge the directional kick. I mean, he can bomb it, but even Tom Coughlin said, trying to angle it and ask him to do certain things at this stage of his career is difficult for him. So in all likelihood, Deshaun Jackson's going to at least get a return.
Matt Dodge went to that glove on his hand because of fumbled snaps. The kickers worked out in the stadium here on Friday. Officials are getting together. Maybe a question about time left on the clock.
Please reset the game clock to 14 seconds.
They put 2 seconds back on.
Thank you.
And Deshaun Jackson, who has averaged 14th best in the NFL, 8.7 yards per return, has not returned one for a touchdown this year. Wait. And it's a line drive kick. Jackson bobbles it and now has to try and recover. Deshaun Jackson gets a block! Are you kidding? Deshaun Jackson still not in, and now in for the touchdown, no flags. Unbelievable. No time left. Eagles win.
Tom Coughlin, looks like he went right to Matt Dodge and was asking him what he was doing. He had been asked to kick it out of bounds.
That is incredible. It's a 65-yard return. It was an awful punt. A line drive. Jackson bobbled it and then let blocks get set up. Picked his way through the Giants, got a block late, and then took it up the goal line before going into the end zone. There's no time remaining, and with that stunning ending, the Philadelphia Eagles come all the way back and They're going to win this game. That makes Philadelphia 10-4. They've now swept the season series against the Giants. They're going to make the Eagles kick the extra point. But it just adds to the misery here for Tom Coughlin, who immediately went to his rookie punter, Matt Dodge, and talked to him about the punt, which was on a line right to Deshaun Jackson, which is impossible to explain. Deshaun Jackson is one of the few big play home run hitters returning punts, and how the Giants let Deshaun Jackson get his hands even on the football, let alone return it for 65 yards and a game-winning score, is absolutely not to be explained.
You can't explain it, Joe. Tom Coughlin wants an explanation, but he's not going to get one.
And this is to make it a 7-point game, and that's it. This game was 24-10 Eagles trailing entering the fourth quarter. And then the Eagles went off. Akers with that onside kick, a part of it. And Philadelphia wins this. Let's go down to the field and